Then we get to the Intercontinental Championship match with Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker. And Braun looked outstanding. Sami wrestles another good match. I had a little beef with this match, though. It was the ending. If you think back to that, Braun was beating the crud out of Sami. And all of a sudden, Sami just pops up, bam, bam, and Sami wins the match. And I'm just like, Braun was just had him clobbered. And all of a sudden, somehow out of nowhere, Sami just puts 2 moves on him and the match was over. And it kind of took me out of that match because up until that point, it was a great match. And by the way, kudos to Braun for saving Sami not once but twice, especially off that second. He did a moonsault off the barricade, and Braun caught him about, I'll give him 6 inches off the ground before Sami did a square up head plant into the mat. That would have been on the floor. That would have been very bad. But your thoughts on that match? I'm curious to hear, Stu, because this is a piece that took me out a little bit.
It didn't take me out necessarily. I kind of agree with you. I would like to see Sami it would be a moment, the right moment, the right time, catches Braun, double rollover or something like that, rather than what they did. I agree with keeping the title on Sami because I think there's a few more stories that he can tell. We can build Braun. They can build Braun more and have him go for a world title, whether it's Cody or Damian or whoever holds that world title. But yeah, I mean, the finish was a little hokey, but
Thanks.
Sorry. I think I'm not as perturbed about it as you. Let's put it that way.
Well, here's my other issue with this too, is that they were really building Braun up to, I mean, this was almost like a Goldberg-y kind of build with him. And all of a sudden it stopped. And why not, instead of putting him in this match with Sami, why not keep that going for a while? Let him just keep tearing people apart, because now you hung a loss on him. And, they were, I don't know. See, I guess I didn't have a problem with Sami winning last night. I don't. And I don't want anybody to get me wrong about it. But I just feel like Braun was just looking like this invulnerable monster. And now you cut that run really short.
I don't think they would have done a Goldberg type run. I would have liked to see Sami with a different opponent and have Braun with a different opponent. I thought trying to build Sami and Braun felt a little out of place. But I'm not like I said, I think I see what they were trying to do. I think they could have gone about it a little differently. I don't think this loss will hurt Braun in any way. And in fact, post match they show Braun sitting, outside the ring, with that look on his face, like, yeah, he made a mistake or he got caught, So I think Braun will be fine, and they can keep building him. And again, like I said, I think eventually he needs to have a run at the world title.
Yeah, I agree. By the way, Bionic Scoop is in the chat box screaming my name. Thank you. I'll give him a scoop right back. Best photographers in wrestling out there. Pretty amazing. So got to say hi to Scoop. So you're starting to see the theme for me on this, by the way. The not quite-ish kind of stuff.